It looks like we need a collective lesson on what reactive abuse is. Reactive abuse is a 3-step process where 1, an abuser pushes your buttons over and over and over. 2, the victim then reacts to the abuse that they are experiencing. And then 3, the abuser points the finger at the victim and says, "Look at you, you're abusive." This now makes the victim think that they are an abuser because of their reaction. It is the abuser that engages in reactive abuse. Reactive abuse is the psychological manipulation an abuser uses to convince a victim that they are the abuser. But you want to know what's really interesting? I have not worked with a single victim of abuse that has used reactive abuse to justify their behavior. In fact, they feel so much guilt and shame for behaving out of character. Like they try to keep it together despite being pushed to the absolute max. I literally have people asking me, how do I not react? And they will beat themselves up day in and day out thinking that they're an abuser because of a handful of times where they exploded. To victims of abuse, understanding reactive abuse can give them a reason to understand why they behave the way they did. But not a single one will use it as a means to excuse their behavior. Because remember, it's their reactions to abuse that make them think that they are an abuser. So I don't know, most victims take too much accountability and most abusers avoid all accountability. I tend to look a little sideways when somebody just slaps reactive abuse on behavior. People who have genuinely unpacked this piece of psychological manipulation have reflected on it long and hard enough that they don't use it as a get-out-of-jail-free card to justify behavior. They use it to give themselves compassion as they work to get out of these toxic cycles, to find safe people, and to continue on their journey of healing.